Previously on Extreme Tinder Makeover. After years of simping, Sheldon's dating life was in ruins.
He actually had a date with a girl the other day. She just wanted him to be his sugar daddy. I think they went to the mall and she tried to buy all the stores out.
His friend Zach simply couldn't sit back any longer, so he reached out to me for help.
But here's the thing, bro, is we're all the way in Medellin, Colombia.
So I did what any logical person would do. I packed my bags and headed directly to the city of Eternal Spring, Medellin, Colombia. After reviewing Sheldon's Tinder profile, it's evident that he needs some serious help. So in this episode, we're gonna start building out his Tinder profile with banger photos. And if you watch this video until the end, you're gonna get some tips that you can use for your own Tinder profile that are gonna help you stand out from 99% of men. So sit back, click subscribe, and enjoy this episode of Extreme Tinder Makeover.
Looking fresh, buddy.
You know what always weirds me out?
What's that?
Is when you got like a pretty girl with hairy ass arms.
Yeah, that's trippy. Some real cardio.
Dude, we're gonna hit the escalators in a second.
This is almost vertical right now.
Dude, look, my heels are off the ground.
Our first stop for Sheldon's photo shoot was one of the most famous areas of Colombia, Communa. This place has a very interesting history.
It was one of the most dangerous places around Pablo Escobar's reign. And then they revamped it, they made it a whole tourist attraction, and this is what it is today.
Being in Communa now, you'd never believe what it was just a few years ago. This is a vibrant community, felt totally safe, and the views were absolutely stunning.
Rockets everywhere, too. There's a lot of baddies out here, I will say that. I just can't tell if they're innocent or an absolute baddie, you know?
Playing with fire.
That's PWF's #1 line. No, I'm just kidding, it's mine.
It is?
Yeah.
See, I get mixed up.
He uses it too, I think we both got
Yeah,
it.
you guys probably both.
Yeah.
When you're taking dating profile photos, you want to make sure you have a variety of shots. Don't just take 1 or 2 photos and move on. Take a ton of pics. Somewhere you're looking at the camera, somewhere you're looking away, some with sunglasses on, some without sunglasses. You get the idea. You also want to make sure your photographer's sitting at a low angle.
I would say like right off the bat, these are better than pretty much all your Tinder photos. That's photo #1.
Bro, these are better than every guy's photos on Tinder. Like,
One thing I see a lot of guys doing when they're taking photos in front of graffiti walls and stuff like that is they're leaned up against it. And the problem with that is that your photo has no depth in it. A lot of guys take photos like that and they look cool. It shows that you go to interesting places, but you don't look as cool or as influencer-like as you could if you stepped back from the wall a few feet, where you can blur out the graffiti behind you. That's how you take a photo that's like a 6 out of 10 and bring it to a 9 or a 10 out of 10. It's creating that depth between you and your background. Fucking sick, man.
Terminator.
Hola, soy español.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
That looks sick.
Yeah, that's a good smile, Sheldon. Let's go.
Oh my God. Que rico. The hardest part about Tinder Makeover is that we're gonna take so many banger photos of you in every location.
And we won't know which fucking one to pick.
That's the thing, we can only pick one.
Yeah.
99% of guys take the 5 to 6 least shitty photos they have and settle for what they get.
Yeah.
We're giving you 100 plus bangers to choose from.
Great heat.
There's levels to this game.
Sheldon's profile makeover had only just begun, but you can see the confidence beaming from him already. After a long day of shooting,
Hungry hippo right now.
the boys decided it was time to grub down on a classic Colombian dish,
Arepa de queso.
Con queso.
which is basically like fried bread with creamy sauce and a bunch of cheese. It costs like less than $1, and let me tell you, it was absolutely delicious. All in all, I think Communa is one of the best locations in Colombia for taking profile photos. But this is only just the beginning of Sheldon's transformation. And at the end of this series, I'm gonna show you all of the photos that we've taken of Sheldon. So make sure you pound that subscribe button. And if you're interested in working with me and my team one-on-one for your own extreme profile makeover, hit the link in the description of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.